Caught my wife messing with my boss. Now I changed my inheritance and sabotage work. Hey there, Reddit. I'm 32 male, a good husband, good worker, and I thought I had a good life with my wife Petunia, 29 female, until the ultimate betrayal turned my world upside down. My boss, Mr. Shavana, 59 male, the man I thought was my best friend, is having an affair with my wife. Through a little espionage and diligence, I was able to enact the ultimate revenge plan, thanks to my great lawyer, Howdy Hoops, 59 male. Good evening, my peeps. My name is Dan, 32 male. I've come to you all today with a serious dilemma. Dan is not my real name, of course, but you understand the need for anonymity. I'm sure some of you have been in this situation, and that's why I'm turning to Reddit for answers. My heart feels as if it was trampled by 1,000 wild ostriches. The woman I pledged to stand by through sickness and in death, the woman I thought was my dearest, Petunia, 29 female, betrayed me like I was a gallon of spoiled milk. Me and Petunia have always had ebbs and flows in the relationships. She can be bratty, annoying, and demanding. Yet on her best days she's sweet, kind, compassionate, and charming. Such is the duality of humanity, I suppose. Yet the wound stings no less. I have a decent-paying job at an accounting firm in the city. The man I considered my best friend, my boss, Mr. Shavana, 59 male, the best man at my wedding, is the one who stabbed me in the back. I had an inkling of suspicion when I noticed Petunia and Mr. Shavana disappearing for extended periods at family functions. I always invited Mr. Shavana to Thanksgiving and Christmas functions with my family. He was so invested in his work and didn't have a family, so I thought I was doing the right thing. Anyway, I brushed off this paranoia because I knew they were friends as well. Mr. Shavana had gone on vacation with me and Petunia. He even came to support me at my uncle's funeral. I thought we had each other's backs. Well, today I did something I never thought I'd do. I didn't want to invade Petunia's privacy, but I could not ignore what I saw. She was using the bathroom and left her phone sitting on the table. I heard a vibration and saw a text from none other than Mr. Shavana. She did not even bother to change his name in her phone. I decided to go through the texts. I saw disgusting things, vile things. I'll spare you all the gruesome details, but Mr. Shavana slept with my wife. I confronted Petunia about the affair after she was done using the bathroom. She denied everything. She said the texts were just a glitch in the phone. I could not believe I was being gaslighted. I began sobbing. Reddit, please tell me what to do. I'm scared and I feel so alone. I'm typing this from my office at work. Petunia suggested I leave the house and give her some time to cool off, and I agreed. I'm hoping I can wake up from this nightmare. I'm back, folks. This is Dan. I appreciate the support I got from everyone, or mostly everyone. Some comments were not productive. I'd appreciate if people do not feel the need to kick me while I'm at my lowest. For those who do happen to give a crap about me, I'm still sleeping underneath my desk at work. It's a comfortable floor, believe it or not. Would I rather be in bed with Petunia? Yes, but I'm afraid that chapter of my life is over. I'm trying to be positive, but all I want to do is cry like a baby. I know Mr. Shavana knows I know what happened. I just haven't confronted him yet. I need to keep this job for financial reasons, but I'm keeping my cool for now. I'd like to smash a pie in that two-faced man's face, or worse, but I need to plan my revenge carefully. In the meantime, Mr. Shavana has been piling on so much work, it's like he's trying to keep me occupied so I can't accomplish anything outside of work. I've been hiding the fact that I've been living at the office, but I think he might be on to me. Alright, Reddit, I am back. Things just keep getting weirder in this office. It's not healthy for work and personal life to blend like this. I'm barely hanging in there. On a positive note, I am gathering evidence for my revenge plan. I was working on some files for Mr. Shavana and I overheard a familiar sound from his office. My heart sank when I recognized its source. Mr. Shavana and Petunia were in the office engaging in dirty deeds. I pulled out my phone and recorded a tape of the act. It was painful, but I knew that this would come in handy. That was the final straw. I Google searched the phone for the number of Howdy Hoops, 59 male, best inheritance lawyer in the state. Howdy, this is Howdy, said Howdy Hoops. I was taken aback by his confidence, but I knew this type of style is what I would need in court. I explained who I was. I told him I had a tape of my boss making love to my wife, and I was wanting to change my will to remove Petunia. I also wanted to divorce her. I was going to take her for everything she has. Howdy Hoops agreed that I had a good case on my hands. Petunia had clearly committed adultery. I hope things finally work out for me, my peeps of Reddit. I want to believe every cloud has a silver lining. Howdy folks, this is Dan with an update. As I was going to sleep after work after calling Howdy Hoops, I had a slight sense of satisfaction that I was finally getting the ball rolling with my revenge. However, I don't think it was enough. Petunia isn't the only one who deserves a taste of karma. Mr. Shavana needs a big, tall glass of karma himself. I knew just what to do. As soon as I clocked in the office in the morning, I went straight to the Human Resources Department. I'm still living in the office, so I was there before HR even got there. They were surprised to see me. I told them I had a recording that they might be interested in hearing. I could see their jaws drop. It was clear as day, a recording of Mr. Shavana sleeping with Petunia. This was a clear violation of the office code, aside from the sheer lack of moral fortitude involved in his decision to sleep with my wife. HR tried to escort Mr. Shavana out of the office. He began pitching a fit and getting angry. I'd never seen him like this. Clearly, I did not know of this other side. Suddenly, Mr. Shavana pointed at me. You're right. I slept with your wife. You got what you wanted. You want a cookie or something? You were always pathetic, said Mr. Shavana. His words stung. I won't lie to you, Reddit. I'm pathetic? I'm your only friend, Mr. Shavana. Everyone in this office thinks you're a clown. Petunia is the easiest girl in the state. Hope you like her, I said. Mr. Shavana snapped after I said this. He charged across the office, punched me in the face, and began slamming my head into a printer over and over. I was bleeding. The pain was intense. The last thing I remember before falling unconscious was Mr. Shavana picking me up and smashing my head into a bulletin board, then following it up with a body slam. I'll fill you all in on more details soon. Good morning, peeps. It's been a wild and crazy ride. With a lot of grief and heartache on my end, thank you all for the supportive comments, constructive criticism, and more. I appreciate that you all care about me. It means a lot, especially after all that's happened. I know I left you hanging, but here's what happened. Mr. Shavana was arrested. When they searched his office, they found illegal drugs in his desk. I guess that explains why he was so angry. As for my injuries, I'm fine. I've taken worse beatings, physically and emotionally. I'm just glad that scumbag's in jail. As for my jerk of an ex-wife Petunia, Howdy Hoops was an absolute showboat in court. It was like watching a symphony of law conducted by the finest maestro. The judge and jury had no choice but to award me the house and all the assets in the case. The divorce was granted, and Petunia was out of my will for good. I'm sitting in my house sipping a margarita right now. I quit that stupid office job and started working from home as a video game designer, and I've never been happier.